With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm not. So what do I roll for? Because I'm going to try to successfully sneak away.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair. Are you gonna go back to the troll first, or are you just sneaking away from their meeting?
I think if you just walk away at the same time as we go up and just say, hey, he needs to go to the bathroom, he'll rejoin us in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just once you're in the water, that's when you want to be sneaky.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell him I have to go number 2, so that way he'll know.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to take a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll be detailed. Okay.
Okay, Shale, are you good with all this?
Yeah, when do I give the guy my shoes?
We're gonna try not to give him our shoes, because then that would be a very big inconvenience for us.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually going to try to not give him anything.
That doesn't seem very neighborly of us.
Well, he's not being very neighborly back.
That's true, but maybe he needs a good neighbor.
See, that's what we're trying to be, but he's not letting us.
Mm-hmm. But if he would just give us his scrap metal, then that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Break.
As the 3 of you, minus Triggus, go back towards Zatuna, he sees you all coming back, and he looks at you, and he does, like, finger guns. And he goes, bam! Welcome back! This is a new thing I'm trying. I meant to do it earlier, but I forgot that it was a new thing I was trying. Started it, like, a couple days ago, and I'm really just trying to, bam! What do you think? Do you think that'll make people more likely to give me stuff? If I'm, like, add a little flavor? Bam! Give me your scrap metal!
Yeah.
I mean, it'll make you seem like cooler, more friendly, because that's a problem that you have. Is friendliness.
Yeah.
I think that's something you could work on.
Is Kai doing finger guns? Nice. I don't know, the sword does me pretty good.
I'm sure it does, but I mean, how much energy are you exhausting by just, like, hacking at people? Like, that's...
I mean, most people are pretty small. It doesn't take a lot of energy. Not gonna lie. It's kind of just like, bam! And they're gone. And then I have other stuff anyways. So I mean, like, why would I be nice?
Well, if you're actually, if you're nice to people, and they become your friends, what's cool about that is that they might actually come back later because they're still alive. They may come back with stuff again.
Yeah, see, that's the great thing about friends, is they come back and they give you stuff. It's not just like a one and done.
Yeah.
It's like you get more stuff as time goes by.
So I should have more friends so I can get more stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it's sort of a long-term investment, but it pays off.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to be my friends?
We would love to be your friends.
Yes, that's why we came here.
Bam! Give me all your scrap metal!
Well, Zatuna, I mean, we kind of got off on the wrong foot here. You know, we're trying to be your friends, but I mean, you know, we've had a little rough so far. What if we, you know, what some of the things that friends do is like play games together and stuff.
And like tell stories.
Yeah.
I like stories.
Oh, yeah. So, hey, do you have any stories that you could tell us?
Gosh. I don't think anyone's ever asked me for a story before.
Yeah, that's what friends do. They tell each other stories.
Yeah, yeah.
As as this conversation is going on, we're going to cut to Triggus.
Yes.
Triggus, who is sneaking away from the party, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Triggus, Zatuna hasn't noticed yet that you're gone, so I need you to roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay. 18.
Ooh, nice! Triggus, you successfully leave your party and Zatuna behind without attracting any attention. What do you do next?
I go up the river, about 20 yards, and I get into the river
Yep.
silently
Perfect.
and start heading for the bridge.
Awesome. I'm gonna have you, let's see. You snuck away. I'm gonna have you do an athletics check for your swimming, but I'm gonna give you advantage on it because you're a Triton
Okay.
and you super know how to swim.
Okay. Ooh, 15.
Okay, so 15 and one more.
Advantage. means you
advantage.
get to do it
Oh.
twice.
Okay.
And take the better number.
16.
Sweet. Awesome.
Plus, anything? Do you have anything for athletics?
18.
Nice.
Yeah.
Triggus returning to the water is like the most natural
Yeah.
thing
That makes sense.
to you. You are able to quite quickly and silently swim towards where the bridge is without attracting any attention.
Okay. I go to the place where the scrap metal is. I just get close to the edge of the bank of the river and then I just start looking around.
Okay. You got you've done some really good checks. I'm not going to make you do a third check. We're going to say that you kind of pretty quickly find the troll's stash of stuff. There's a lot of left shoes. There's random trinkety things, wooden things, driftwood, all sorts of there's a huge pile of pebbles of different colors and shapes and sizes. And there is a giant wooden trunk, kind of tucked. It is underwater. It's also under the bridge. He's got a little alcove kind of carved out where he can keep his head above the water under the bridge still, but stashes all his stuff kind of under the water. And so that's the only other thing that's in there is that big chest.
Okay, so I open the chest.
So you go over to the chest, and it has this weird looking kind of padlocky thing on it. And it looks like one of those combination locks where there's different, you can set your own, and there's different dials. There's 3 dials on it.
Okay. So I start moving the dials to see if I can open it.
Ooh. So are you trying to guess your way in, or are you trying to pick the lock? Because those are 2 different things.
I think Triggus would be a guesser.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have.
too.
Yeah.
Triggus, roll me a perception check.
15.
Nice. For a 15, Triggus, you notice. I don't know if Triggus has ever seen a lock before. Normally they have numbers.
Mm-hmm.
This one has letters.
Oh.
And as you fiddle for a 15, as you fiddle with the lock, you kind of feel the middle letter, as you're kind of turning it, you get it to a point where it just feels like it has spent a lot of time, it kind of clicks in almost a little more noticeably than the others, and it's an A. And the other 2 you can't get.
Can Triggus spell?
I doubt it. And so and that's as much as I can get.
Yep.
Okay, so then I continue on down the. Oh wait. Oh. I want to take one of his things.
What would you like to take?
You said there were little figurines.
There's like little wooden figurines that have been looks like maybe they were carved out of like bigger pieces of driftwood, kind of like smallish, and they're different animals.
Oh, what's my favorite?
I don't know. That's up to you.
What's your favorite animal, Triggus?
Name an animal.
Fish.
There's definitely a fish.
Okay, I'm gonna take the fish.
Okay, yeah. So you take a little wooden fish figurine.
Okay.
Okay, and what do you do next?
I start going down the river.
Yeah, and you are able to, we're going to use your same stealth check. I'm going to say you're able to leave the river and rejoin your party, who kind of, while that was all going on, started asking Zatuna about a story to tell. And he kind of looked touched that you asked for a story. No one has ever asked him for a story before. And he thinks about it, and he looks at you, and he thinks about it. And he says, what if you tell me a story first, and then I'll tell you a story?
Why do we always have to go first?
Because you're the guests. Guests go first.
Don't you have
That's how friends work, right?
You're good. But I mean, you said no one's ever asked you for a story. I bet you've got tons of cool stories to tell.
But those aren't mine. Those are other people's.
Well, we still want to hear them.
Shale has actually been paying a little bit of attention to this exchange.
A little bit.
A little bit. She's still, looking around and being Shale. She smiles at Zatuna and she says, what about, instead of a story, I tell you a poem?
Yes. She has good poems.
Does Triggus just come flopping up? He's like soaking wet.
Yep.
I'm gonna have our Zatuna roll me a perception check on Triggus. He got a 2.
Okay.
He notices nothing. He has no idea you've been gone. Nothing. He is quite enthralled by Shale's offer, though. And he says, I don't know, a poem's not quite a story.
A poem is a story, just in a different format.
Well, I can't argue with that logic. And he kind of, he nods his head, and he says, how about this? You tell me a story, or a poem. You tell me a poem. I'll allow a poem. And if I've never heard it before, I'll give you your shoes back.
Okay.
That's a big thing.
Okay.
I can do this.
You're
doing great.
Yeah.
You're
learning so much about friends. I'm I'm astounded.
What do I get if I've heard the poem before?
Hug.
I was thinking something a little more metal.
like what?
Bam! Like scrap metal.
Zatuna, what do you need all this scrap metal for?
I like it. It's tasty.
Oh.
You eat it?
Yeah.
So, like, when somebody gives you a lot of scrap metal, do you just eat it all at the same time, or do you save it?
No, I save it because I never know when the next scrap metal guy is gonna come along, So I try to save it as much as I can.
Smart.
I got a lot right now. You wouldn't believe it. It's all this big chest under my bridge. It's just this guy the other day. He was so funny. He just gave me every piece of scrap metal he had, and I just kept talking, and he just kept giving. Oh, it was so good. I should be friends with him.
See, you're catching on.
You're catching on.
Yes.
I think I'm ready for my poem. Wait, what do I get if I don't like it? Or if I've heard it before? Scrap metal?
Triggus' other shoe. Wait, do you already have both shoes?
Yes.
Okay, just
I
kidding.
think so, right?
Just one.
Oh, you
Just
just do one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
all right. Yeah.
Triggus' other shoe.
So a shoe for a shoe. That sounds fair. All right. And he sits cross-legged on the ground, which kind of causes like a little bit of a big thump because he's huge. And he looks at Shael expectantly. And she stands up and she clears her throat. And she says, I don't think you've heard this one before because I made it up. So, are you ready?
Yes.
And she starts reciting her poem. And as she's talking, I'll do the poem in a second because I do have one. As she's talking, she's kind of like walking around a little bit in this clearing, looking at different things. It's almost like she's saying the poem out loud to herself, and you guys just happen to be there. And so she says, I know the skitter of the field mouse and the pitter-patter of the hare. I gossip with chattering tree squirrels and give heed to the lumbering bear. The world is a beautiful symphony to which I am deeply in tune. I hum the song of the dewdrops and whisper along with the moon. I stretch to the chirp of the chipmunk and drink while the daylilies grow. I roam to the beat of the woodpecker and sleep to the sound of the firefly's glow. Everything here is familiar to me, from the ants to the rays of the sun, but I've never seen a blister mister quite as big as that one. And she points to Triggus' elbow.
Triggus holds out his elbow and points at it.
That was beautiful.
That was so beautiful, Becca.
Thank you.
That was
Wow.
wonderful.
Oh my goodness. So Shael performs her poem. Triggus holds up his blister. And Zatuna starts clapping. His eyes look real big and he starts clapping. And he kind of like slowly stands back up and he says, that had to be the best poem I've ever heard in my whole life. I don't think I've ever heard a poem about a blister. That was awesome. That was my favorite part. All right, here's your shoe.
Oh, thank you.
And he hands you back your shoe. Yay!
Woo!
You're learning how friends work. This is so cool.
Bam! I got this!
Yes. And you still got something. You got friendship.
Yes.
Can I eat it?
Not really.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I like friendship as much as I like scrap metal. Gotta be honest.
Friendship gets you scrap metal. You don't eat the friendship, you eat the scrap metal. So you get the friendship to get the scrap metal.
Oh. So where's the scrap metal?
Under the bridge?
Because you just told us that you have it in a box under the bridge.
I did. Yes, I did.
With a lock on it.
All of us are just learning all of this information that you said out loud.
For the first time.
For the very
yeah.
first time. Roll the dice.
No.
No, he still didn't.
You didn't get it? Okay.
not very he's not the most perceptive of fellas.
Mm-hmm.
So now, well, I've given you a shoe. I think that was pretty nice of me.
It was very
It was
nice.
nice.
Yes.
Bam! Can I have some scrap metal?
Actually, I was wondering if maybe you could show us around your house. No, I mean, since we're friends now, you know, our house isn't here, but yours is. So maybe you could show us where you live and we can learn more about you since we're friends now.
This is so wholesome. I did not expect this.
Me neither.
Give me sweet talking control.
Did not.
Rhakna, roll me a persuasion check, please.
11.
He, as you're speaking, he kind of like is taking a step backwards away from you towards his bridge, almost like protectively. And he says, "Oh, that's a lot of friendship in one day. I think I'm gonna take this like step by step, just a little bit at a time. Bam! Can I subscribe now?"
Well, we can have something the friends do. We can have tea together in your house. We have the tea, so we can. Do we have tea, guys?
With lemon.
With lemon and I think garlic. So
Oh, my favorite.
I guessed that. You know, and this is true because we have had tea with our friends before. It is a thing we have done, and so going to your house to have tea, and we provide the tea. We're giving you tea, and friendship.
Tea and friendship.
And remember, the friendship leads to scrap metal.
Yeah.
And do you accept songs as form of stories? Because that's another storytelling.
Yeah, Shale's great with poems, but Triggus,
he's got songs
for days.
days.
About stories.
Yes. I bet you, he's even got a song about scrap metal.
Oh, most definitely.
No pressure at all.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I performed a poem about
Yeah,
you.
it's payback for the blister.
That's funny.
But he's most comfortable
Under bridges.
under bridges drinking tea with his friends. With his friends who he's planning to give scrap metal to. Because we all are, because that's friendship.
I think I understand now. All right, well, yeah, let's go have some tea. So he turns and he agrees to tea under his bridge with all of you. And he turns and starts walking towards his bridge, and he gets to like the bank of the river, and he goes in, and it's a deceptively deep. Triggus would know this just now. Deceptively deep. It's not very wide, but it cuts off really fast. And he says, "Watch your step," as he leads you kind of. You might have to hold your breath for a second. It's pretty dark in here, and it's like there's a lot of moss. Oh, I didn't clean or anything. I don't even know if I've stolen enough teacups for all of us. Whew. Just don't judge me, okay?
That's what friends don't judge each other.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of friendship.
You know, I'm liking this friend thing more and more and more.
And it's not bad down there.
What?
It's not bad down there.
How do you know?
Just the stuff that I've seen.
What?
He's been under lots of bridges because
Yeah, because he's a Triton.
Yeah,
he
you can
lays
see.
underwater.
oh, because I thought you meant you've been in my house before. And I was like, I've never invited anybody to my house before. What are you talking about? You've never been in my house before.
That's right. This is the first time all of us are going to his house.
Mm-hmm. Right, Triggus?
Right. It's a secret. And that's why it's the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, you got that song ready, Triggus?
Yeah.
I think it's a great time for a song.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he can sing underwater, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do alternate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I'll take a song. That sounds good. He seems a little, disoriented, a little confused of what just happened. He can tell it's a little off, but not quite sure how. Yeah, I'll hear a song about scrap metal. That's my favorite thing. Do you have a song about scrap metal? They said you did. Now, we wouldn't be very good friends if you were lying to me, right? That's how that works? Friends
Yes.
don't lie to each other?
Friends do not lie to each other.
Right.
Okay. I think I'm getting this. Bam! I'm getting it.
Bam, you are!
I have 5. But I'm just going to pick my most favoriteest one.
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, we met a troll,
Oh, no.
and he was on the bridge, and he has dirty clothes, but that's okay, because he finger gun, bam, give me scrap metal, and then, we have a secret plan, but we can't tell the troll, so I was able to get into the river and swim down to the bridge, and I looked under the bridge. There's a trunk. And I think it has scrap metal inside of it.
Because he told us.
Scrap metal, everybody. Scrap metal. Scrap metal with friends. Scrap metal. Scrap metal. Let's hope it never ends. And now clapping. Scrap metal. Scrap metal.
Okay. Definitely good point of inspiration for that.
Oh gosh.
Zatuna looks really shocked by that song. And he kind of furrows his eyebrows and he says, "Nobody's ever made a song about me before. That was beautiful. I like friends. Bam!"
Oh, this is great, Zatuna. We're having a great time being friends.
Yeah, what's in the trunk?
Well, he told us, remember? It's all the scrap metal.
Is it just scrap metal?
Yeah, that's where I keep all my food. That's my food trunk.
Oh,
Mostly
what's
scrap metal?
Why do you lock up your food trunk, but not like your other trinkets?
Well, because I like food a whole lot, and I can't eat anything else.
You can't?
No, just scrap metal.
You can't eat bread or anything? You can only eat scrap metal?
Well, I mean, it's more of he looks a little embarrassed. And he's like, "I'm on a diet." To be honest, I can eat bread. I'm a troll. I can eat darn near anything. But scrap metal just kind of slims me down a little, you know?
Oh, Okay. So you don't have to eat scrap metal. So that's good news to all of us.
We were really worried about your like digestive system.
Yeah, scrap metal's really pointy and sharp and stuff. So, that just doesn't really sound like
Fun.
fun.
I'm okay. I got this thick skin.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how do you open the trunk with the little thing on there with the lines on it?
Oh, it's just you gotta put in the right word. It's just a word. It's just super easy.
What is the word?
I don't know if I'm gonna tell you that.
I know the middle one. I don't know what it is. I don't know my letters.
Yeah, you don't.
But then he turns to the riverbank and then he just draws an A.
Wow, Triggus, you're really good at guessing.
Well, I mean, that's just the first letter of the alphabet. It's probably the only one he knows, so I think he just kind of...
He hasn't been up here for very long, so we kind of just go with it, with whatever he says.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, good job, Triggus. That really actually is the middle letter of my combination. You're a really good guesser.
Whoa.
Triggus, you're good at that.
I am.
Yeah. I was about to just ask for the other letters, but I'm like, no. Yeah, so I'm glad we got that solved. In order for us to give you any scrap metal, we need to open the chest so we can put it in there for you, because friends, they'll do it for you.
Yeah, we're gonna, because it's gotta be so heavy just lifting the scrap metal all the time.
I mean, not for me, but probably, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna open that chest right now.
Okay, that's okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
But, I don't have any saucers for our teacups.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
If I go pop out and steal some saucers from someone, are you guys going to be okay here by yourselves? Because I don't want to be a bad friend.
Oh, yeah.
And leave you alone. I'm real worried. You gave me a poem and a song, and then, I feel like I should at least have some saucers. That's just plain rude to not have saucers with your tea.
No, your house is very comfortable. We'll be just fine here.
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's very nice.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Yes.
All right, well then, I'll be back soon. I'll be back. I'll be back quicker than you know it. I know a guy I can steal some good saucers from. Yeah, he'll trade me for some shoes.
Does he just give you the shoes and the saucers?
No. I actually trained with him. I give him the shoes, so I guess it's not really stealing. I'm really good at this friend stuff, and I didn't even know it. Bam!
That's how you caught on so fast. That makes sense.
I'm a natural.
You're a natural and you didn't even know it.
Wow. And he gathers up a small armful of shoes and trundles away out of his house.
Oh, that was successful, wasn't it? Oh,
so bad about this.
Look, this isn't any worse than Storm College, so let's just let's just do this.
Okay, I'll pick the lock. I've got thieves' tools.
Oh, but we should figure out the code.
Well,
it's just a word.
I was thinking we find a way to move the chest. Just take the whole thing. We don't know.
It's a very big chest.
We don't know how much of this is Hector's, so we don't know how much to bring back. So...
But I need to know what the secret word is.
Anybody got any levitation spells or anything?
I have no spells, so I will not be any help here.
Cool. Okay, cool.
What about your magical bag? Don't you have a magical
I have a
bag?
magical bag.
What's in there? Is there anything in there right now?
A person? Isn't there a
there
person?
No.
That's the number one rule: is don't.
Oh, but no
Yeah,
people.
I'm living.
Rhakna it digs through her bag and without pulling anything out, she finds the bag of fittings, and you can tell she's like kind of scrambling and doing something, and she says, "There's nothing in the bag of fittings right now, so we can just go ahead and use it."
There isn't.
And
There
then
is.
she pulls
The gems are in there.
and then
Pretty sure the gemstones are in there.
and then she's
She's probably taken them out since then.
Yeah,
I know
okay,
she keeps
good.
putting them back in there, but she put them in there.
Is it the gemstones that's in there?
Yep.
Or the sunflower dress. I can't remember which.
Well, she took the sunflower dress out, and I remember. We could just take the gems out of the bag.
Yeah, we can just take the gems
Cool.
out.
Okay, we can ignore that part where I was like fiddling and hiding stuff because I thought it was a sunflower dress.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was really self-conscious about that. So, but it was actually the gemstones. So she just pulls the bag out and says, "Yeah, it was just the gemstones. It was the gemstones in the regular bag."
Well, no, because you took it out because when Shale's gemstone, we had to like.
Smashy smash.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if Rhakna has been like regularly. That's what I'm saying. You've taken
Okay.
them out several times since then. I don't know if she's putting them back in every time to the bag of fittings.
We're gonna say she did.
Okay.
Yes.
That seems Rhakna.
Yes. So the bag of fittings will open up, right, to fit anything in it.
Yeah.
So,
If you remember how we used it in the dream plane.
yeah, wasn't that Turtle Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it can fit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just puts it right over the chest and scoops it right on in.
And it works exactly that way. Yeah.
Yes. So, run?
That was so much easier than I thought. Yeah, let's run.
I feel so bad, but yeah, we gotta run.
We can always come back and give him the little bag. Just so he can survive until he finds somebody else to steal scrap metal from. Because you know he's not going to make any friends after this.
Yeah. He's gonna be jilted forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Dice
He
girls.
was really mean to us first, so let's just go.
Uh-huh. Justify.
And the only reason he wants friends is scrap metal, so.
Yeah, and we almost taught him a valuable lesson about friendship.
And then you erased it all.
And then we just absolutely just threw all that out the window. So
Okay, what about if we just take all the scrap metal out and put it in the bag of fittings and then leave his chest locked?
but then won't he know?
At some point, but we'll be long gone. Okay, let's just run. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Let's
Okay.
just go.
Yeah, let's just go. All right.
But I want to leave him something. I'm trying to look on my list of.
I might leave him all my stolen jewelry because he might eat it.
Aww.
You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, I'll leave him. I think I've got. It just says stolen jewelry, but underneath it says sapphire necklace and 2 rings, so I'll leave him those.
Nice, nice.
And the rope of inconvenience.
Oh,
Are you sure?
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he can eat that
Yeah.
Inconveniently.
inconveniently. It might be just a little too
Should
short.
we leave a
to
note
eat.
that
It's
says
gonna be just a little too long. It's choked to death.
No.
No, that's not. I'm not gonna kill the tuna. Not
Should
that
we-
way. Not that way, anyways. That would be mean.
Should we leave him a note that says, sorry, but you stole from our friend, so.
Sure, I hope he can read. Yeah, let's.
I'll just, sorry, still friends? Question mark.
And then a yes or no for a circle.
Yes or no? That's great.
I've got. I don't actually know what an alms box is. Can we say, is that going to be something that's metal?
Let me check.
The only metal stuff I have is like my armor and weapons, and I don't want to leave him any of that.
The alms box is what you in a church when you put like tithing or whatever you
Okay.
hold your money in, but I don't think you've ever used it.
This is all stuff from my like beginner cleric pack or paladin pack that I never used. So
It's like
it's
like an offertory box, and I like this, so I'm gonna say that we can totally say that it's been metal the whole time.
okay.
Okay.
I'm
A little
gonna
tin box or something, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
You would want to collect it in something that rattles the coins around so more people donate.
yeah.
And I'm gonna leave him 10 ball bearings.
Oh, let's put them in my box.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
How many ball bearings do you have left after this?
I have no idea. I have not been counting. I started out with 1,000, so I'm sure I still have at least like 800 left.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
We can.
790. Let's just say that's what I have now.
Yeah.
Fair, totally fair. All right, yeah. So you all leave him some presents. That's adorable. So you're leaving your offertory box, your alms box, with 10 ball bearings in it,
And then the stolen jewelry.
and the stolen jewelry. and
Rope
you are
of
leaving-
inconvenience.
All right. So you guys leave some presents.
Yep, and we bolt.
Yep.
Which way do you leave? Are you going across the bridge to visit the coast, or are you going to head straight back to Hector?
If we go across the bridge, then we're going to have to go across it again, and then we're going to run into him. So I think we'll have to visit Blargle another time.
Yeah, Blargle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to give Hector his magic trunk.
It's not Hector's trunk. We did steal that from Zatuna.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can bring that back some other time, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're running now, right?
Yes, we're
Yes.
running. Let's
South, is that the direction?
Yeah, let's just go back the way we came.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
So we're going to go around Katai, right? We're not going through Katai.
I'd say that's up to you guys. Yeah, if you want to go.
Let's go around.
Sure. Yeah, we can give it a wide berth to make sure that Kai doesn't have to embarrass herself anymore.
Wonderful. All right, and the four of you head off towards Wolfpine to meet up with Hector.